Hashtag no music, no intro. We are back. The Saints Block Party podcast presented by Precious Works LLC. And we get to have a recap pod talking about what? The New Orleans Saints finally
Finally.
get a win in the 2025 NFL season, beating the New York Giants in New Orleans. And Jackson Dart's second start. Spencer Rattler and Kellen Moore get their first win ever. And the score was, I had to pull up the score, it was 26-14 in terms of the Saints getting the victory. Man. Finally.
Bruh, don't it just feel like a monkey off the back, you know what I'm saying?
For everybody.
Everybody.
For the entire team. And I had to pop that cut water.
Yeah.
Recap
Pop that cut water.
Last one I have before I buy some more. It felt, say what you want to say about this team. And there's some things we'll talk about in the game that have us like rolling our eyes. I ultimately do feel, big picture, I do feel like there's something building with the Saints under Kellen Moore. Besides the Seattle game, they literally have been in every game that they've played all season. They've gone against the Cardinals. They went against the Niners. Shout out, Bree. They went against, and then last week they went toe to toe for a while with the Buffalo Bills. Like, had the Bills stressed in the fourth quarter. So to get that win, the thing that was most impressive for me in this game was the young players on the team making plays.
Exactly.
That's the pillar of this team, is the young guys. Jonas Sanker, Kool-Aid McKinstry had his best game of his career. Brian Bresee forces a fumble. Jordan Howden returns, call him a young guy. I don't know what his future is in the team, but he returns a fumble recovery. Those building blocks, Shaheed had the long touchdown that Rattler threw, but I'm just talking about like those foundational pieces. You had Quincy Riley get in the game today. You did not hear Quincy Riley's name called nearly at all, which tells you he was locking down people on his side of the field. Like, you didn't hear his name called in coverage at all, unless it was a good play. After having some lackluster draft classes, for the 2025 draft class, Kelvin Banks, Sanker, and Riley. We don't even know what the 40th overall pick looked like. Like, just having those three players can just be young and feisty and aggressive and good. And I'm telling you, bro, Jonas Sanker is a stud. Like, a stud.
Some players you just see it immediately. And he popped, going back to the preseason, I think his first game, he was a little, Then I think, I want to say it was against the Jaguars or the Broncos. I can't remember. But
It was
he
the Jags.
popped off the tape. I remember, like, man, he is just flying. He is, just the ball finds him. Like, you could just see it. And it's been like that since he got back in the lineup, since Julian Backman, like, wish no player health, but
No, not at all.
But, like, making that room for a young player to come in like him, that's the type of guy you need on the field. Like, he needs to be on the field, getting better mentally and all that stuff, because the sky's the limit for him. Like,
Like, he made a play where it was like an RPO to Theo Johnson, the Giants tight end, quick, and he just boom, bro. Like, I haven't seen a safety move that quick since probably like CD Deuce, and he was like a nick. Like, he took like this the
perfect angle on it. I was just like, oh, thank
The
you.
the anti-Alante angle, bro. Like it was just
And
like
before
that.
Alante, the anti Malcolm Jenkins. Like,
Jenkins
remember when
angle,
Malcolm
bro. The Roman Harper, like Josh Bullocks, bro. Like we done seen some safeties, bro. Like we done been through it at safety. And I left this person out with kind of going over it, but and I shout out to Bajan for making this point in the discourse. Like, I think it's very salient. Kendre Miller, it feels like he's getting more comfortable, and I think Bajan said it well. That feels like Kellen is having more trust in
That's
Kendre
the
Miller.
key. That's the key. When I saw Kendrick Miller on the field, when they went up tempo,
Hurry up! Yep.
hurry up, and you saw 41 on the sideline, AK on the sideline, and Kendrick up in there, moving around and all that stuff. I'm like, oh, he finally got it. He
Mm-hmm.
finally got it, and he's getting rewarded. He got more rushes than AK. You know what I'm saying? Because Kellen Moore stuck with the hot hand, and Kendrick was running hard today, boy. He was
Hard,
running
bro.
hard. He was getting extra yards after
Followed up,
contact, all that.
followed it up after a great game against the Bills as well,
Sure did.
and
Proud of him. Happy for him.
including in this like young player mix. I know he didn't have the greatest, like he didn't have a stellar game, but Simpkins at right guard
I just like the way he battled, bro. I just like the way he battled, man.
going against one of the toughest defensive fronts that they'll see all season, bro.
Tough,
Dexter
bro.
Dexter Lawrence, Abdul Carter, Kayvon Thibodeau,
You
Ryan,
an undrafted rookie going against Dexter Lawrence, bro.
and he had some plays where it's kind of like, but overall, like I thought he like I'm not. That's you're gonna go into the all 22 these next couple of days, but like I felt like overall the line played well. Like
Zero
Calvin
sacks. 0-6. Like, I know sacks ain't everything, but 0 sacks against this defensive line. Hey, you got Fuaga banged up. Undrafted rookie at left guard. You got Penning in only his second start of the season. A rookie left tackle. 0 sacks? Come on.
against this defensive line.
Against this defensive line? Come on, man. Come
Our
on.
dude Cole said thought the entire O line is what they envisioned with the picks. Yes, like still not, and I'm not even like even in the later in the game, the whole they were creating space and holes for Kendre. Like they was just leaning on him. It was good to see, man. It was good to see, and you made this point when the Vikings had Isaiah Rodgers had that game where he like returned all the. We were like, man, can we get that? Like, when is that gonna?
Please.
This was this game. It was this game.
it.
They forced
All I wanted.
five consecutive turnovers. On
Five, bro.
five. Wolf.
Bro,
Five.
I was driving my car. Like, it's like, what is happening right now? I had the video playing from how we play the games. If you know, you know. Playing on my phone. I'm like, man, what is going on, bro? Kool-Aid, 2 picks.
Kool-Aid
Kool-Aid McKinstry.
responded well, and I feel like Brian made a great point in our Zoom live stream, saying that even though the first pick, like he probably should have just knocked it down because it was on 4th down and it put the Saints in like terrible field position. Him just catching the interception, like his mentality and all that for his confidence was just huge.
Huge, bro.
Huge.
Man. Like, you got to understand, as a defensive back, that's what you live for. Live to get picks. You know what I'm saying? So for him, and how, he started the season off rough. Some of it's scheme, some of it's how he's playing, but you need, it goes back to the win, bro. Like, I know some people's like, man, we don't want to win no games. And I get it. Like, I don't want to win a ton of games either. We got a mission, but you do want to win some games.
Yes, some
because
games, bro.
you got to like give evidence. You got to provide evidence that what you're doing is working. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you preaching is working. What you teaching is working. You got to see that what the young players try. I mean, imagine just losing week after week. You young player trying to. It's like, damn, am I the problem? Am I the issue? You
Is it
gotta
me?
have, yeah. Is it me? You got to have those results at the end of the
Yes.
day to feel like, okay, man, like we on the right track. We on the right track. We building something here. So that was good to see. And it was a team that I ain't gonna say they should have beat, but it was like they banged up. They got a rookie quarterback, banged up in the wide receiver. Like now is the time. Like we got everybody was pretty much on one accord. Like as far across the media and content creators, like it's time to go get it done. Like it's time to do it. And do it however it means. And I love that they got to win like a team win. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Wasn't just Spencer Rattler out there trying to be a hero. The defense stepped up, the running game stepped up. We finally got a big play, which I felt was like a breaking point, like a
Yeah.
breaking point in the game. Because before that, I was like, man, are we about to get
It
mollywopped
was
by the Giants?
it was looking rough, Wolf. Like it
It
was like
was looking rough.
14 to Z, like what was it 14-3 or whatever,
Yeah.
and it was just like, oh boy, here we
Like, man,
go.
we about to get cursed up by the Giants. This would be a ugly. That would be an
Yeah,
ugly one if that
ugly.
happened. And then you had the big play to Shaheed, and it just kind of, I don't know, you could just feel that energy just kind of
Yeah, man.
rising into the defense, into the offense, everybody.
You heard it in the dome, bro. Like the dome was
Don't
loud
they?
today.
That's what I'm saying. The fans got back into it because they was going to sleep. They got into it. It just changed the whole dynamic of the game.
It was a great, like we've been asking for that, a great route concept, double move on. I think Newman's a safety. Yeah, he's a rookie safety that they drafted, and I know we've been talking about Shaheed's speed. If he's like that, looked like old Shaheed. That was old Shaheed speed right there, bro.
I mean, what 22.7 miles per hour,
Per hour.
fastest in the league so far this year. Like he good. He good. You know what I'm saying? I had questions more about like the short area, like
The short
speed
area.
explosion or
Yep.
whatever. Maybe it's there, maybe it's not, but it don't matter. Like you get him on a route like that with the in space, like a good ball. Like
Good
thank you,
ball.
Spencer, giving him a good ball that he didn't have to stop or jump up
Nope.
for or reach
In
behind.
in stride,
In
bro.
stride and go and put on the turbochargers. You know what I'm saying? That's all we want to see. And it was so just like such a boost to
It was.
see that play, man. All you saw on
It
the
was
timeline was like, "Thank you, finally, finally, finally." Everybody's finally because the offense just been so constrained.
constricted,
Like
bro.
what I posted on the Discord earlier, just going through, I looked at all the 20+ yard air yard throws from Rattler this year, and it was like it was just so constricted. It was like that's like wow, why are we like this? And just to see that, hopefully that opens the floodgates a little more, going forward.
Michael Morgan, 199 super chat. Thank you, Michael. Are the Patriots better than the Giants? Yes, they have the better
Yeah,
quarterback.
yeah,
So
I think
yes,
so.
for sure. James, appreciate you, James. 199 super chat.
Hey, thank you, James.
Guess we'll have to talk about this. Blake Groupie equals nasty
Oh,
work.
one one negative you come away from this game. Whew. Oh, bro, I almost crashed the car driving when on the was that a kick return?
Oh, the kickoff return.
Blake Groupman flew in there to make a little shoestring tackle. I just saw him kind of just. Man, I was looking down at almost crashed the car into the steam. I was dying laughing.
he got helicopter whoop.
What is he doing? I said, you know what? They must have got on him because remember, I think it was against Seattle where he just kind of like got out the way of the return.
Yes.
So they must have got on him and said, bro, you got to at least try to get in the way of something.
Wait, something, bro. Something.
He got helicoptered out of there. Just hey, buddy, look, he stopped it because that was going
He
to be a
did.
return.
It was going to
It
be
was,
a touchdown if he doesn't do that, like or
and
close
that was
to a
not a
touchdown.
good time for that because I think we had just
No.
got like a pick or something like that.
Yes. So that's a question I'll ask. What do they do about their kicking situation? Because I have to believe he's missed a field goal, if not in every game this season, or almost close to every game this season.
Like 4 of the 5, at least. And he 2 today.
Two,
It's 2, right?
two today.
Nah, man. Like Charlie Smith, like I know the options are great, but you can't send the signal to groupie that this is okay. Like this is not okay.
Not
Like
okay.
your job, particularly pressure kicks, when we really need 3 points, really need it, and we can't depend on you to make that, then what are you here for? What are you here for?
Call up Young Way.
Somebody, bro.
Somebody, bro.
Somebody.
Like they need to have competition in this week, if not actually making it like a kicker change this week. Like I'm so,
Exactly.
you got the captain patch, but like you're not leading like a captain right now, bro.
At all.
You got
Rip
one
that
job,
shit
bro.
off. Rip that damn captain shit off, man. Hell no.
Take that C off your chest, nigga. Fuck you doing?
Oh, wait.
I want to give some credit because I know he's been on our radar to Brandon Staley,
Definitely
and
on my radar.
there's a reason why I'm going to give him some credit, but we'll talk about it after the break, and we'll come back and we'll talk about Brandon Staley and what we're giving him credit for. So we'll be back right back after this break. Yo, what up, Wolf? What are you looking at?
Man, I'm checking out this website. This site is cheeks, bro.
In 2025? How do you have a crappy website? Couldn't be me.
They need to hit up our guy Bijan with Precious Works. Precious Works offers to not only build you a website that's tailored to you and your customers' needs, but also to continue to manage and maintain it so you can focus on your business. Don't have much time? Precious Works is just what you need. No out of the box stuff like Squarespace or Wix. Precious Works will create a site for you. You won't have to worry about plugin updates, security, or things like that because Precious Works will maintain all of that and be available to you 24/7. Bijan set up Saints Block Party Podcast website for us a few years ago and hit it out the park. He also keeps it up to date and helps us anytime we want to add something new like a form or prospect matching tool that we did for the NFL draft. It's like having your own personal developer just a text or a call away. Precious Works has worked with everyone from small businesses to large firms, so no job is too big or too small. If you're in the need of a website or you currently have one, but you want to upgrade it, give Bijan a holler at Precious Works. You can get with him at Bijan at Precious Works, Bijon at precious.works, or go to precious.works for his website. Make sure to tell him Saints Block Party sent you.
We are back. So I wanted to talk about Brandon Staley because he's been on our radar, but I want to give him some credit. Last week and this week, the defense both gave up 14 points, like almost immediately, bro. Like really little resistance on the opposing offensive drives. Offense goes up 14 points against the Bills, against the Giants. But there has been a trend that after that, I don't know if it's like something changes, like the adjustments happen, and the defense plays better, and it led to obviously like it helps when your defense like today is causing a lot of turnovers, but even against the Bills, like there are some plays where they cause turnovers, like you have the sinker interception, but like the defense just played better at. So I want to give them credit for like those scheme and adjustments, but the other part of me is like, bro, can we just stop falling down for it? Like, can adjustments be at the beginning of the game, not after the first two drives?
Right, yeah. It's kind of similar. We kind of went through that with DA too. Remember, like the first
Yes.
half of games, it'd be like, what is going on? Then the second half, it'll be locked down. So it's just like, yeah, like can we do that a little earlier? But look, we understand that it's a it's not a talented defense. There's no star
And
pass rusher. But
I left out that Justin Reed got concussed and
got concussed. Yep,
very early in the game.
very early. So yeah, Jordan Howden have to come in the game. Very little pass rush. You know, older at like linebacker and stuff like that. So we get it. It's not a super talented defense, but it's just like some of the small things we complain about, like CBs being like 8 yards, 10 yards off. It's like 3rd and 4. Like why are you 8 yards
Or it's
off
all
of a? Some things I just don't get. And But I will say, I know his whole thing is like preventing like huge plays downfield, and they have not allowed plenty of those for what
No,
he said you want. But my problem is a lot of the easy stuff, like the little 3rd and 6 dump off to a tight end with nobody around him. It's like, what? Why is this happening? You know. But like you said, man, 2 weeks in a row they've like reconfigured as the game going along, and just kind of locked it up a little more. Um, and look, man, when the offense can get to like having a lead,
yes,
it just opens the doors for other things. So you start seeing more sacks, more pressures. Brissy can really get funky and do his thing in the middle and get some pressures. Granderson, he could really do his thing. Maybe one day Chase Young will be back in the lineup and he'll be able to do
bro,
his thing. Maybe
bro,
one day.
you wasn't on the Zoom, but like they showed a picture like on the side shot of the sideline, and like for a second, like Chase Young was on the sideline and he was smiling, and I literally was like, "What this nigga
Just
smiling
smiling
for?
for.
What this
Just
nigga
smiling
smiling
for.
for?"
Doing nothing.
Oh,
We
shout
got
out
a
to our dude.
dub though, baby.
Got a dub. Our dude Zach Attack says with the 4.99 super chat, coming in late. Maybe it's been mentioned already. Obviously, 5 turnovers is huge, but I'm impressed with Rattler taking 0 sacks. There were a lot of plays, or not a lot, but there were some plays that he made where
Yeah.
he avoided the pressure. Like he looked, it was impressive of how he escaped from, because they
Yes.
were like, it was like a miss block. It was like a miss block. It was like a clean shot, and he
Clean shot, bro.
did
Just some
something
Houdini
where
stuff, yeah.
it was impressive. Like say what you
Everybody says a quarterback, sacks are a quarterback stat. Like that, perfect proof. Like, yes, the offensive line did some good things today, but also the quarterback, man. Like part of the reason there was 0 sacks is because of him. I thought he was excellent in the pocket, as far
yes.
as managing the pocket, staying out of harm's way. There's a couple of stupid plays I didn't like where he was asked to run the ball, like QB power type runs. I'm like, I don't.
Activated Taysom Hill and running QP Bauer with Spencer
We ran
is
it. Like,
something.
what are we doing here? Back to the defense, though. I want to also give him credit because, like, Jackson Dart started off hot.
Hot.
You know, you could tell that him and Dayball, they had a script. They had a script they wanted to do. It's looking good. But as the game progressed along, when he actually had to like read
Play
defenses and
quarterback.
stuff,
Yeah,
play quarterback, that things tightened up, and that was just good to see. Don't have this rookie quarterback just having
like you
his
said,
career game.
like you said about Staley, like bro, like this is a rookie. Like can we
Yeah.
keep him? Can we make a rookie flummox? And they did. It
It's
took
a
a while,
rookie,
but
bro. I don't
they
care
had
who the rookie is. I don't care. First overall pick, it's a rookie, and he ain't
rookie.
seen diddly shit in the NFL yet. So let's show him something, man. I think they did, man. Like they were moving coverages around, doing all kind of zone coverages. So, in case he break off running and stuff, I know he broke off a runner too. But
Oh,
there were times where he just couldn't get nothing going, and he was, just kind of panic running. And
yes.
and one was a fumble with a ball just like Peanut Tillman, the ghost of Peanut Tillman came out of nowhere and just like knocked it out of his hand. I was like, what? Just came out for no reason.
Like those are the plays that like typically doesn't happen for us in the game, but like they happen
Absolutely.
for us in this game. In this
Like the
game.
ball was actually coming to the same. Like Cam
One
Jordan
of like
actually just falling on the ball.
falling
Like,
about, or I think it was the fumble that Demario caused. The way that Sanker was able to,
Sanker.
he
like he
picked it
actually
up,
just ran and it was just like popped in his hand, like boop, and
and then he just was able.
ran in. You never
I
get
do
those ever.
never. We got in this game though. We got in this game. I do want to speak to something that was in our. I know we're keeping it positive. They got the first win, but something that was in the crawl of like myself, Dante, and just kind of people in the Zoom. I think it was good to see Kellen showing growth in this game because for 75 to 80% of the game, it felt like he was playing not to lose and not
Right.
playing to win the game. You had that sequence of plays in the red zone. He called like where it was off a turnover. They're in the red zone. No shots towards the end zone. There's no shots towards the end zone. It like he was. It felt like he. Well, it wouldn't feel like he was literally like playing for a field goal after
Right.
Blake Groupie had missed a field
Just
goal.
missed.
So you play just right before the half, and then they call that play to AK, where it was it. But and so there was those plays in the red zone that lacked like just it just was not inspiring confidence. Then you could argue if they should have gone for it or shouldn't have gone for it. But it's 4th and inches when they had gotten the ball and Kendra was running and they didn't get it on 3rd and 1. It's 4th and inches and I think it was like maybe 6 minutes left in the game and they punt the ball. And like we're just like, bro, like punt the ball. And it was a bad punt, like an awful punt, terrible punt. The defense bails them out because I believe that was maybe the second Kool-Aid interception. But then this is what I'm talking about, the growth. On 4th and 5, he calls I believe it was like a slant to Shaheed that Rattler hits that converts, that pretty much ices and puts the game away.
Killed the game.
Killed the game. So this is like I felt like that was a big moment for Kellen Moore as
Huge
a
moment.
coach
I
because
was
beforehand,
in the car, bro.
bro,
Damn, like that 4th and 5, like that's what I want to see. That's what I want to see, bro.
And I think that shows I think you saw his growth in just one game of like this, like I'm trying to coach to preserve the game, preserve the lead. And it's, I think that mentality finally switches like, man, we don't got a goddamn win, bro. Like, I need to go out. Let's end this shit. Like, let's stop fucking around. And he goes for it. Right. They get it. Game's over. I want to see that continued growth with Kellen, especially in the red zone, because it is it is a mess in the red zone, bro.
Ooh, it's a mess in the red zone. And we finally got a little valet action today. He ran a slant. It was like, whoa, a slant. Like a slant to a big body receiver. Like it was just the most beautiful thing to see. And we rarely saw him again, like in a red zone. No shots to him in the red zone and nothing like that. But so it's like we still trying to figure this red zone stuff out, man, because it's not great. It's not great in the red zone. We kicked way too many field goals today. Too many opportunities for touchdowns. Right. It took a big 86-yard catch and run from Shaheed to get a touchdown.
That was the only, well, besides the fumble recovery by Jordan Howden, like that was the only offensive touchdown of the game.
Yep. There's nothing but threes, bro. You can't you can survive like that against the Giants and a rookie quarterback, but you're not beating nobody else like that.
No. You can it's just I want to see that continued growth from
yes. Because he was rewarded for it. You did that 4th and 5, and you were rewarded because Spencer made the throw accurate, on time, not behind the receiver, nothing. It was a beautiful throw, beautiful catch by Shaheed, and you iced the game. So that's your reward for it. So, like, I hope he just feeds off that. Like, you will get rewarded good things when you play to win. When you go and play to win the game, not to protect and hope you don't lose, because you will lose like that. That's how you will lose.
Easy. I don't even know who Casey is in the chat, but they said, get Groupie to the North Pole.
Shoot him. What's that comment that's out there? 3-Eye Atlas?
Oh.
Just put him on 3-Eye Atlas, bro. Just get him out of here,
man. Our dude Dante said, I do think the Taysom stuff will work. Just need time to pull it together. Hopefully he helps out in the red zone as soon as the season goes on. Like we did our preview pod a couple of days later, like Taysom and Foster Moreau both activated, bro.
Crazy. Ain't that
both
crazy?
Activated. Huge.
I mean, Taysom, look, he's obviously coming off an injury, so his legs aren't going to be, there yet. So I don't know what to expect from him this season. Maybe it gets better. I don't know, but it was like Kendra running hard, man. Like I love Taysom.
We both
Taysom
do.
Hill fan club. You know what I'm saying? But like, we don't have to press the issue here. Like Taysom, Like Kendrick was running good and hard today, man. Like
Hard.
hand that thing off to him. You know, he ain't got to be too cute. Which Kellen
Hell,
does get too cute sometimes.
yes, yes. It's funny because like at times like there's some things he does that reminds me of Sean, but
Mm-hmm.
without like and maybe and hopefully he develops over time, but like without the killer instinct. I don't know if that
Exactly.
makes any sense.
Makes 100% sense. 100%
Uh,
sense.
Let me catch him on the chat real quick. Hem is fear says the check down passes to AK drove me cussing at the TV. They ran that route to AK back to back. It's not working. Stop calling it, please. They called one that was great that AK got smoked on, but that put him in great field position.
Yeah.
Like, but then after that, there was no shots towards the end zone at all. That to
Right.
me is like the maddening part. Of like this man took this huge shot to put y'all
Huge shot.
in the red zone. Sorry, I said end zone before. In the red zone, we can't figure out like a jump ball to Valet, like something, bro. Again, and I hear that the narrative I saw on Twitter when I was talking about it is like, well, maybe Kellen Moore doesn't trust his players, and I was like, then he shouldn't be a head coach. Like, what are you talking about? He doesn't trust his
Right.
players.
We are in week 5. Like,
What are you talking about? He
trying to
doesn't
win
trust his
games.
players.
These are
Like what?
professional NFL players now at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what I hope. I hope I could see. I do feel like he has been on like a journey of earning trust of like what to do with certain players, including Rattler. And I do think, I do hope that this game kind of opened up, just kind of expand his mind, like just let loose a little more, just
And
throw some more shots.
I felt like this game. We talked about this in the preview pod. Not 100%, but there was more of old Spencer
Yeah,
in this game of just kind of just like letting it. Like when I say old, I mean like from his rookie season, just like cutting it loose, just cutting it
yeah.
loose.
Because there was a couple of series where he was cutting it loose. Like it was like, okay, Spencer started to get that little demon time look in his face, and he was just hitting them passes, boom, boom, boom. And that's what you want to get with him, where he's getting that confidence. They started off slow. It was rough in the beginning, almost like every week. Every week is like rough in the beginning, but then he got better as it went along. I thought he hit most of his passes. I thought he played just an overall pretty clean game. Not a lot of
Yeah.
turnover worthy throws. He got one interception on the year. I know he had like a ton of luck with some other like could have been
Yeah.
interceptions and fumbles and stuff like that earlier in the year. But still, like one interception, like taking care of the ball has been like that was his issue coming into the season. Like that was one of his
Huge.
main problems.
Huge.
I think he almost had more like lost balls last year than touchdowns. I'm pretty sure he did. So that was huge. And for him to clean that up, that's a big thing. And that puts the team in position to win games like this
Yeah.
because if your defense getting 5 turnovers and you ain't turned none over, you will win that game. Like
Yes.
99 times out of 100, you will win that game.
You know what this
So
game reminded me of a little bit? It just hit me. Our meetup game we went to against the Bears a little bit.
yeah, so did with Adebo. Adebo had like 2 picks on Beignet.
Yep, sure did.
They
But
did.
like the offense didn't like that was Carr like they didn't do really thing like off the
Right.
turnover like it felt similar.
It felt
But
simple,
they
but
won.
I was, and I'm so fine with it. I'm fine with this team winning like that. Like
Oh,
I'm
absolutely,
happy to
bro.
see
Like I'm not.
because
I
all
don't care.
year we haven't got like that complimentary football. You know
Yes.
what I'm saying? So it was finally just good to see like all 3 phases. Well, 2 phases, I guess, with Groupie. Which is at
And
least 2 phases.
and a badass punt when they like that was a
Yeah.
bad punt, bro.
So it's good to see at least 2 phases like hold their weight, and go and solidify a win. Because man, they needed a win so bad. 'Cause I saw people on Twitter that was like, oh, like Spencer ain't really do nothing in this game. He got carried by the defense. It's like good, great. Like, can the defense carry us once in our lives? There's nothing wrong with that. I watch the NFL every week, and I
All the time, bro.
see it happen all the time, bro. Like, can we get some of that?
Like I'm not comparing them, but like Trent Dilfer has a Super Bowl ring because the defense. Like okay,
Bo Nix will go out there and play putrid for like 2 quarters, and it like the score would be like 10-3. Like, it's like, can this happen?
and it did, and it did.
And it did.
Anyway, people complain, just complain. Okay, sorry about that, Zach. With another $4.99 super chat, he said, "What's your take on Kool-Aid? I was absolutely livid. He accepted Dart's pass on 4th down. I get he's getting picked on and needed to pad his stats. I don't even think it's about padding his stats. Like yes, in terms of a just complete." Knowing the situation, football play, it was a bad interception. The first one, considering like where he caught it, in field position, because if he just knocks it down, the field position for the offense is a lot better. But I think you like with players who were struggling, like who have some struggles, like Kool-Aid has had this season. That pick for him is such a confidence booster. It's such a, and plus he's a DB, so like your natural instinct, if there's a ball, is to pick it off. And this was his first interception. So like, again, in terms of like big picture, was it a smart football play to make? No, but I do think because then what do you see later in the game? He has a great interception that he like jumps like a fantastic pick. So like that first pick gave him that confidence of like, man, I've been struggling this season. I've been playing well, but shit, I got a pick. I'm good. And like a DB, you have to have that mentality. So for him to follow that up like a few plays later or a few drives later where he gets the second interception, I think it shows it's why him catching that first one was important. Now, in a bigger game and a better opponent, then you might have some problems. But it worked out.
No question.
Damon Jones, $1.99 super chat said, "Caesar is done in my book." That is going to be the second biggest. I won't say test, but yeah, second biggest test that Kellen Moore has as a head coach. The first one was obviously choosing the starting quarterback, and he put his big boy pants on. And he made a decision. This like the Caesar, like when he gets healthy, if Simpkins is in there and he's been playing, let's say either decent to good.
That'll be interesting to me. I mean, I think Ruiz will just go right back in there. Just knowing how the NFL works.
Feels like that, doesn't it?
But if he did have balls to make that move and just be like, you just going to sit on the sideline, buddy. We'll put you in there when you get a chance. But if Simpkins is in there playing well and showing growth, man, that'll show me so much. That'll show me so much. Because like I said, Simpkins, no, he's not perfect. He's going to have his lumps. He's going to take his struggles. But man, like, Ruiz was bad. I don't think people understand how bad he was. He was bad.
One of the worst starting guards, offensive linemen in the league. That's not hyperbole. Like, this is not us just being mean on Caesar.
Go watch it. Like it's
Mark said Caesar wouldn't even make a good 6-0 line either. Absolutely not, bro.
Nope.
No chance. No chance, bro. I can see him going in motion like Joe Brady uses them in Buffalo, and this nigga just like slipping in motion, bro. Like it would be a disaster.
Looking back. Oops.
If you don't go home to Kelly B, bro, leave us alone. Anyhow, Jack talking about Kelly, or I know it wasn't Jack who said it. It was a good point. I wanted to read it. Hemisphere said, "It does seem like the coaching staff is still learning how to use the personnel." I do think there is some truth to that. Yeah. I do think there's definitely some truth to that.
No, they're definitely still learning the personnel.
Yes. Let's take a break right here. Take our last break of the show. We'll come back and tidy everything up together. The Saints beat the Giants, get their first win of the season. We'll be back right after this break.
Football is back, and there's no better place to get in on the action than Underdog. It's the easiest way to make picks and win money all season long. Here's how it works. You make your picks. If you're right, you can win up to 5,000 times your cash, and you can play as little as for $1. This week, I'm looking at the Bucks versus Falcons matchup. I've got Mike Evans for higher than 1 touchdown and Kyle Pitts for lower than 50 yards. That's my card. Now it's your turn. Just download the Underdog app, sign up with promo code BLOCKPARTY, and you'll get $50 in bonus funds when you play your first $5. That's promo code BLOCKPARTY. Millions of fans have already won billions on Underdog. Will you be next? Underdog, make picks, win money.
Must be 18 plus, 19 plus in Alabama and Nebraska, 19 plus in Colorado for some games, 21 plus in Arizona, Massachusetts, and Virginia, and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Offer not valid in Maryland, Michigan, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org. In New York, call the 24/7 Hope line at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
We are back. Shout out to our dude Zach again with the $4.99 super chat. He said
Thank you,
we're 5 super chats away from our goal of 10. We'll see if we reach that. He said, love the Kool-Aid answer. I agree. Maybe that boosted him to get the second interception. We're going 2 straight dubs. We don't lose at meetup. See you in a week.
You already know. You already know, Zach, baby.
We don't lose meetup games. We don't lose meetup games. In case you don't know, patreon.com/Saints Block Party. I mean, the meetup is closed. Like, if you want to become a Patreon and go with us and be at the game with us, that's still open. But
and look, we be out and about the city,
out and about all
during those days, so we could hook up. But like the meetup, official meetup party, it's out on hell, you know.
Hemisphere said the same talk Caesar got, the same talk should be talked about Demario Davis. This man keeps missing one-on-one tackles like the one. I'm ready to see some stuntsmen. It's fun. Like, I feel like that should be more aimed at Pete Warner because, like, yes, Demario has regressed, but he caused a forced fumble today. He made some. He made some good. Like I don't even feel like it's even close to the same. Like,
and it's like Demario has fallen off from his peak, but like he's still like a good middle linebacker.
Like he's a
like he's a good middle linebacker. Whereas Pete is like
Pete Warner played, bruh. It's been 2 bad games in a row, bruh.
I didn't really pay attention to him this game. I gotta go and watch, but like, make a play. Damn, do something, bruh.
And I know it's hard because like they pretty much had stuntsmen in there all during training camp and all that to be like backup middle linebacker.
Figure it out. Like when Carolina drafted who's the stud linebacker they drafted years ago?
Which one, nigga?
You ain't lying, right?
Thomas Davis, Shaq Thompson. I don't know. Luke Kuechly.
When they drafted him. And they had Thomas Davis there.
I can't stand those motherfuckers.
They had Thomas Davis there already, and they had I forgot the other middle linebacker who was a stud too.
Oh, the John. Oh, they had John Beeson. Oh my God, I'm a sicko, bro.
And they were like, Beeson was that leader. He was that dude. So they was like, man, but we still got to figure out how to get quickly because he's just too good not to be on the field. Like, what are we doing here? We just drafted him top 10. So they got him on the field. Like, he played, I don't know, weak side linebacker, played some Sam linebacker, whatever. They were going to figure out how to get their good linebackers on the field. So I'm just like, man, look, Stutzman, you got speed, physicality. Get the man on the field. If you're scared to bench Pete, then figure out a plan to implement all 3 of them. Figure it out. Shit.
Please, bro.
Put Demario Davis on the line and just have him blitz all day and put Stutzman in the Mike linebacker spot. I don't know.
Okay. So this is a great thank you for Regine Lewis with the Canadian $5. Is it Canadian dollar? I guess a Canadian dollar.
Yep.
Super chat. asks, would you guys rather roll with Ruben Bain Jr. and draft more juice or draft Beck, Mendoza, or more? Oh, got so much time. Let's go. First of all, I should say, after the Saints have won, and I think pending the outcome of the games going on the afternoon slate, right now they're slated to pick 5th overall in the draft. They went from 1 to 5. I'm fine with that because I'm gonna tell you why I'm fine with that. At least right now, is that unless they were going to be able to work out assuming that they kept the number 1 overall pick or they end up getting the number 1 overall pick, unless they're able to work out a trade moving from 1 to lower. And I put this tweet out yesterday and people pushed back on me so hard. And I don't know if people understand football or draft prospects. All I said was that it would be the most Saints thing ever for them to be picking top 3, top 5, maybe 1 overall. And they're not being a Matthew Stafford, Jamar Chase, a Myles Garrett type of a Calvin Johnson type of prospect in the draft. And people were like, "Oh, whoa, what are you talking?" What people were upset and pushing back. Have you? Everyone was like, "Well, have you seen Ruben Bain?" Yeah, I have. I literally have. Ruben Bain is not even as good of a prospect as Will Anderson was. So it's not meant to disrespect it. It's just the reality. It's just the truth. Those prospects that I named are blue chip elite prospects. And I get it. You can draft a prospect and that prospect may work out and be great. I'm just talking about just in a bubble in terms of an elite prospect. The only true elite prospect probably in this draft right now is a player that plays safety from Ohio State.
Which is crazy. And that just might be the reality, This might be one of those drafts again where you don't really want a number 1 overall pick. You know what I'm saying?
And there's some players that I love. Jordan Tyson. I love Jordan Tyson. My point is that if we're picking top 5, Jordan Tyson is not in the same sphere as Calvin Johnson as a fucking prospect.
Exactly.
There's not even a Patrick Peterson in this draft class who's an elite, was an elite blue chip talent. Sauce Gardner, that's the point. I'm not making a crazy point. People are trying to act
not at all. It's not a crazy. Every draft is different. So some drafts have those unquestionable. Okay, this guy is going to be Abdul Carter.
Abdul Carter, bro.
Okay, this is a stud. Not much thought is needed here. You know what I'm saying? And that, you want I've been saying, I just want somebody that's going ooh, I'm excited. Reggie Bush, Reggie Bush draft 2006. Just
don't
excited,
need to squint. Don't need to squint.
Just excited, something that just inject excitement into this franchise. I would love that, and this might not be the draft for that, and that's fine. That's fine. I mean, still go and get some really good players. You know what I'm saying? Go and get some players that's going to contribute, be good players, be starters. I mean, we talked about the Browns draft earlier today. You know what I'm saying? Just can't stand the Browns, but they knocked it out the park. Got a bunch of starters immediately. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you hope at the end of the day. If it's a quarterback, we don't know. I haven't watched it. Beck. I mean, I heard he's been looking good recently since he moved to, transferred to Miami. I don't know, he's
bro,
top three.
If I'm dropping a quarterback top 5, I need to be
And the only one that do that for me right now is Sellers, and
Sellers.
Even that, he makes me nervous.
Tons of risk, bro. Tons of risk.
Very risky.
But he's the only one that I see, and I'm like, ooh. I could you understand why he would be a top 3, top 5 pick. You don't question it. You see it. And this is not a slight towards the Mateers, the Fernando, any of those players. It's not a slight towards them. It's just saying that this class is not if this class had a Cam Ward in it, bruh. They don't have a Cam Ward in it.
You become going number 1 overall.
Oh.
Like,
But to answer your question, Machine, this is me. This is me. This is me. This is me. It's not Wolf. Since they're picking at 5 right now, and this is after week 5, I would be completely content if they were to draft Caleb Downs at 5, and then the rest of the draft just be Juice.
as long as I get my juice, bro. I need my juice. Tight end, wide receiver, running back.
The
All
rest of
of
the
it.
draft. All get your blues, because my thing was like, man, number 1 overall, like I guess he's like, yes, he's like the best player in the draft, like from like a clean prospect, but man, drafting that safety number 1 overall would be insane, positional wise.
Has a safety ever gone number 1 overall?
Insane.
Charles Woodson was, and he was a cornerback when he came.
Cornerback before he moved to safety. Yeah. Like, so now that they've won and they've dropped down, I'm fine. Like, if they take Downs at 5, you got Downs and Sanker as your, and I get like maybe you don't want to build, like a lot of people, like you build your defense, like you build it from the line and then back. Mm-hmm. Bruh, grab the talent and then just go juice heavy. I'm completely fine with that. I've only watched one game of Ruben Bain, and I watched it this morning before the game. But like I said in our Discord, I could see him being Jared Verse or Greg Rousseau, or I could see him just being a very just average starting defensive end. Like nothing, like neither would surprise me, because I don't think he's going to test well. Like he does not appear to be a very explosive athlete. Very tenacious, but like to me, he doesn't come across very explosive. Like if I'm drafting the edge top 5, like you didn't have to squint with Will Anderson Jr., bro. Didn't have to squint, bro. Right. That's what I want. That's it. That's my little draft.
Gonna be interesting, bro. We will have plenty of time to break that down.
Plenty. I will give. Mark said you didn't have to squint with Carter. You did with the off the field though.
Blue Carter?
Yeah. Yes.
No.
I thought you were talking about. I thought you were talking about Jalen.
Oh, Jalen Carter. Yeah. Oh, yeah. A lot of squint there.
Funny thing is that have the Saints not made that trade up with the Eagles and had gotten Trevor Penning, like I'm pretty sure Jalen Carter would be on the Saints right now.
No question. I know that'd have been a mess.
Nigga might have been hospitalized on a pothole. Nigga just DMP pothole. Anyway. Regine said, any word on why Aaron Glenn looks completely lost?
I don't know.
Not my problem.
Not my problem, but it is surprising to me. I thought his tenure would start off much better. This time it might, get better, but man. And the Jets are just so, you never know what'll happen, especially with that ownership and everything. It's just like, yikes.
Yikes, bro. Yikes. We have 52 concurrent viewers. We're wrapping up. Anything else from this game, Saints winning against the Giants, you want to throw it out there? In case you don't know, we are going to be at the Patriots game next Sunday.
I know what I'll bring up.
Go ahead.
One of my favorite plays of the day was the safety Burgess.
Yes.
And him recovering, and I just knew it was about to be a flag. But he knocked that ball away like at the perfect moment. Like right when the ball was connected with the player. And it was just beautiful. It was beautiful. Like, I love just seeing young players come in. Most people be like, who the hell is Burgess? Don't even know who that is. You know what I'm saying? And just make a play like that, man. That was...
Most people on the timeline didn't even know who 26 was, bro. They was like, I don't know who made the play, but like...
Yeah, you need players like that, man. So it was good to see, and I like watching Kellen little post, locker room speech and all that stuff. AK gave him a game ball for getting his first win. So it's just good for them, bro. It's just good, just to get that monkey off their back, get a dub. New England looking. I mean, I will say how they play tonight, but I mean, that's a formidable matchup, man. Like they was looking a little shaky early, but they coming together. Drake May looks good.
Yeah.
Um, Josh McDaniel coaching his butt off on the offense. Like I'm a break. I haven't watched hardly any of their games, so I'm gonna try to check them out this week and see what we're looking at because that's gonna be. But that's a meetup game, so it's a dub.
Dub.
So
We
Saints
don't
gonna
lose.
have 2 wins.
2 wins. We don't lose them. The last thing I wanted to talk about, the worst egregious roughing the passer.
Oh my god!
Like they're lucky it didn't happen a moment where like it cost them the
Right,
game,
right.
because that was egregious. Like literally like I know the Clay Matthews one that kind of led to like the
Yeah,
driving into like kind of like, but this one, Andrew Thomas, it was a miscommunication. Creep is screaming off the line. Sacks Jackson Dart, doesn't drive into the ground. He actually lets up a little bit to avoid
yeah.
the penalty, and still gets hit with a roughing the pat. Like, bruh, we were livid in the Zoom.
Couldn't
Livid.
believe that. Couldn't believe it. Even Kellen Moore was living. It was like, what in the hell?
It was
Like
good to
that's
see that from.
teaching tape.
That's
That's
what, if you read his lips, he said this is how we teach him on the
it's like
sideline.
what do you? And what pisses me off is now that like doesn't the refs like they have like New York and they have like a not a sky judge or something, but they have like people watching that could
Yes,
call down and be like, yeah, pick the flag up.
Pittsburgh fact up.
I correct something like that. Like that doesn't take like a lot of studying to see. Like all you got to do is replay it and like, okay, that was not rough for the passer. There was no rough for the passer there.
Nothing.
Not even like sometimes you can see situations like that, like where he did kind of drive him into the ground and it looked like it, but it wasn't. Nah, this was not. This was a sack, the most rudimentary sack you ever seen in your life. But and it was good to see at least the national media was on it and stuff like that.
Yes,
But
a lot of
ain't
the
gonna
national
change
media.
nothing.
Not,
Ain't
not
gonna
a
change
goddamn
nothing.
thing. Not a goddamn
Nothing.
thing. Nothing. Woof. Like, could you imagine that was
Saints fans do this,
like a third down and a close game,
bruh,
bro? Bro.
bruh.
But we don't gotta worry about that. I mean, we have to worry about because it's just like this is the game. Like, call the game right. But other than that, it's good to have a win. Good to have a recap pod after a win. The Saints are 1-4, and we said this after the Seattle game, but I think I walked this back. I don't think they're the worst team in the league. Don't think they're the worst team in the league. No, that's probably the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah, Titans bad, man.
Bad. Brian Callahan whew, good luck. Titans are worse than the Saints. The Jets are worse than the Saints. Yeah, not the worst team in the league. Do you think that even after today, they got the win? I would not be shocked though, because I was told this, that after week 5, a lot of potential trades for people who are on the team may become more active. And I think even though they won, I do think that's still a possibility where some players definitely might get moved, for them to recoup and get some future draft picks to continue to build and rebuild their team.
Nah, man, wouldn't surprise me at all, bro. Like I tweeted yesterday, probably your two most valuable assets, Olave and Granderson. After that, people like AK, Demario, Cam Jordan. I don't know. Like you just got to figure out if it's worth it because you're probably talking about late day 3 picks at that point.
3 picks, then you're gonna get like a cap hit and dead
Cap
money and
hits,
all
like
that. Like,
it's like, would you rather just like let Cam Jordan retire the same? You know what I'm saying? Like he wants to do, or AK too. AK don't want to go nowhere. AK like I'm fine. I'm good out here.
I'm
You know.
good.
But it will be interesting, bro. Like, what did he do? Shaheed, he's gonna be a free agent. You know, it's like I would love Shaheed to stick around, but if he's not going to be if you're not sure he's going to be a part of your future, like, do you get like if the GMs put on that tape today and see that catch and run at 22.7 miles an hour? They're like, shit, I'll throw you a second round, third rounder. You know,
I think depending on the team, I think Shaheed could get you potentially a third. I think
I
he
do
could get you
too.
a third.
I do too. Because you got to pay him. You know what I'm saying? Like whoever is trading for him, got to pay him because
Right.
he's gonna be a free agent. Unless you just renting him. Unless you like a team right on the edge and just renting a player for a year
Yep.
to see what
Yep.
happens. But that would be interesting, bro. It's gonna be interesting to see how they approach it. But I think they're gonna be listening. They're gonna be getting
Yes.
calls. They probably getting calls done.
I can almost guarantee you that they probably getting calls on Shaheed, probably Olave, and then I could see, man, because Dallas is 2-2-1. Man, if you could get a second from Dallas for
For
Granderson,
Creep,
bruh.
that'll be. I wouldn't say no. I
A
wouldn't
sec,
say no.
a second? Sorry,
Give
sorry,
me,
sorry, sorry, Creep.
give
Put
me.
put put Rumph out there and we figure this shit out, bro. Like,
Yeah, Chris Rump and Diggs. That's it. And like I
figure
get
this.
it, like your defense will get worse, like but
Oh yes, yes,
but
but
it's
like,
like
also like he's coming off a game like this game against the Giants. Besides like that sack that got taken away from him, like he didn't have like the best game today. Like Jackson Dart had a lot of
oh my
time in the
god, too
pocket.
many times he was just back there. La, 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 la.
I'm just saying. Like, you could like, oh, maybe our starting defensive ends are gonna be Chase Young and Cam Jordan. And, like, you could convince me if it's a second, bro. Real quick,
Oh yeah,
real quick.
easy.
Jake said Warner to Chicago, bro. I would drive him to MSY, my goddamn self.
Can I put it on the ticket? I would put it on the plane ticket.
Anyway, we appreciate y'all. We love y'all. We have a big upcoming week ahead of us for the meetup week. So if you're not a Patreon or a YouTube member, it really is a great time to become a Patreon or YouTube member. Patreon.com/Thanks Block Party or YouTube, just as much as $1 a month, or YouTube member. It starts at $4.99 a month. But we are here. Someone said no one picking up Juwan with that contract. He go like no one wants Juwan.
Nobody. We good.
But we appreciate y'all. We love y'all. We will be back this upcoming week for the preview pot for the Pats game, and then the meetup game is on next Sunday. We appreciate y'all. Love y'all. With that, we are out.
Peace.